in Albany. I'm not sure how she finds time to campaign, but she is at her best. Whether she's on the trail or on the second floor, she's carried us through an incredibly difficult period of our state and made it look like it's a cinch. Today, I told New York that she's accomplished more in 4 months than many of her predecessors did in the entire term. And I sincerely mean that. Without further ado, let's give it up for our Governor, Kathy Hochul!
Hello, Brooklyn! Thank you. First of all, I want to thank all of you for coming here tonight to celebrate the holidays, celebrate friendship, but also to support children who really need that extra gift at Christmas time and through the holidays. So thank you for your generosity. And to Gina and Tony Argento, this space looks spectacular. What a great place to celebrate. Thank you for your generosity as well. And to our chairwoman, the first chairwoman of this great county committee. And I like the first women. I like the first women. So thank you for your leadership. Thank you. And to the many elected officials who are here today, I know you've been named, and we love you all. And I'm here to talk about two things. One is about resetting relationships. Because in the past, there has been this tension, which is a polite way of saying fighting, between the governor of New York and the mayor of the city of New York. And I declared this the night that my friend Eric Adams was elected, that the era of fighting between those two bodies, those two people, is over, and instead we're going to fight for all of you. So this ushers in a whole new era of cooperation and collaboration in a way that we can lift all people up because they're tired of the fighting, they're exhausted. They're tired of the drama in Albany, they're tired of COVID, they're tired of being told what to do, and we have to make sure that they don't get tired of the Democratic Party, my friends. And this is what I'm warning about. I had these conversations just today with the leader of the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, and I said, as the leader of the New York State Democratic Party, I'm automatically positioned to be a national Democratic leader. And I'm going to work hard to make sure what we saw happen in other parts of our country and just down the road in Nassau doesn't happen anywhere in our state. So I am focused on making sure that people understand that it's the Democrats who are delivering for them. We're the ones bringing the money from Washington, from Joe Biden to Chuck Schumer, on down to our members of the Congress, to our legislators, our Senate members, our senators. I want to share the success. It's not all about me, it's about what our party has done for people. And that's how we're going to make sure that Republicans don't get a stronghold anywhere in our state. And parties like this, not just parties like this, but committees like this, are where all the action is happening. It's your voices to your neighbors and your friends and people who trust you, and in your churches and your places of worship. We have to continue talking about how Democrats are the ones getting things done. And I'll work hard to give you a record of accomplishment that you can brag about, that this is what Democrats in office do. So I thank you for being the most politically engaged committee in this country. The leadership that you have sent, Eric, from Washington to our State House, to our City Hall, is extraordinary. It doesn't happen automatically. It happens because of people like you who work hard. We're on the streets, taking the message out there. And I will continue to support every one of you. And I've said this, as I travel the state, I said, it's a lot more fun to be a Democrat in Brooklyn than it is a lot of other counties upstate. But these are our brothers and sisters as well. So when we get through the primary, and we will get through the primaries, we all have to harness the energy that's in this room and elsewhere and transport it across the state to make sure that we don't give up any ground. We're going to not declare victory until the day after the November election is over. That's what I'm focused on. Parties like this, like looking forward to working with Eric Adams. I thank all of you for being the true believers the heart and soul of this party who know that we are the ones who take care of people when they need us the most. We leave no one behind. That is my commitment to you. Thank you for the privilege of being your governor. Thank you for your endorsement. That means the world to me. I do not take it for granted. And thank you all for being on this extraordinary journey to show that when women govern, we govern with strength, but also heart and compassion. And never again, when I'm finished with my term, will ever anyone question the ability of women to do anything. And also, before I close, I want to thank Attorney General Tish James for her leadership, and we are going to be a dynamic team heading into that November election, because women get stuff done. Thank you, everybody.
And make sure that Kathy Hochul continues to be our governor. And so now we are waiting for our mayor-elect, but he's not here yet. Is he here? Oh, okay. The champ is here. Where's the champ? Okay, the champ is here. It is such an honor, again, to have our next mayor, Eric Adams, here. Eric Adams, from Brooklyn, never forgot about his roots and has never stopped fighting for equity and resources for the people of Brooklyn and this city. He is a true son of Brooklyn, one who truly understands the wonderful diversity of our community. Our mayor-elect has served this city for decades and will continue to keep fighting for equality and uplifting all New Yorkers. And today I was with him because I was so delighted when he had announced his new chancellor, David Banks. Yes. Man is going to transform a public school system that needs much attention. Transform and give our public school systems hope. So I'm so proud to be part of Team Adam. I am so proud to be part of this journey. We're going to move New York City together with all of you in this room. Let's give it up to our next mayor, Eric Adams!
Thank you, Reese, and to all of us. You know, I may be the mayor, but we have one leader. You know, I'm 61. Hey! 61.
Yeah.
During the campaign trail, people wanted to rewrite a history. Over 35-something years of fighting on behalf of people to end police misconduct. Judge Shinlin stopped me one day on the street and she said, "What are they talking about?" You testified in federal court to reverse the abuse of stop and frisk. What are they talking about? You stood with Amadou Diallo and the family when those 44 shots took his life. What are they talking about? Admiral Louima flew into New York from Florida to stand beside you. Mr. Bell, Sean Bell's dad, was there with you. What are they talking about when they stated that you were not a pioneer in dealing with police abuse in our city when it was not popular? What are they talking about when they shot up your car because of your advocacy? What are people attempting to do to redefine your history? They need to ask somebody. And so when you hear people put in the universe today that Eric Adams is anti-women, what are they talking about? Eric pays women in Borough Hall 13% more than men in Borough Hall. What are they talking about? Eric has led on behalf of women issues from the time I was a cop to the time I was a state senator to the time that I'm borough president. What are they talking about? The problem is, as Democrats, we have to stop talking at each other and pick up the phone and talk to each other. people create the habits and tensions among us. All it is a conversation. Communication is what's missing. We are so enticed with the idea that we have to be constantly in battle. And then you have the Republicans looking at us and say, there they go again. We're in this together, folks. If we like it or not, I'm your mayor. And we must unite.
We love you,
We must unite. That's the only way we're going to get through this. These times are so severe, so complicated. There's so much we want to do to bring home what we need for the people of the city. The inequities are just so systemic. That is why we are elected to office. And there's nothing we can't solve if we sit in a room together. I know it is attractive to be in this constant state of war. I know it's attractive just to be angry at the pain that we're all feeling. We've been denied so much that we have a tendency to look at each other and blame each other. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. And we don't have to divide our parties to get the things that we need. There's so much for human need. There's just not a lot for human greed. That is what Gandhi said years ago, and it's true right now. So I'm saying to you, Democrats, that let's be Democrats. And it's all right that some of us have a different philosophy. There's nothing wrong with that. That is the beauty of democracy, that we debate the issues so that we can come with real solutions that everyone feels comfortable at the table. There will never be a mayor that is going to ensure that every voices are heard. I'm going to allow the Black Lives groups to come into Borough Hall, those who are anti-vax to come into Borough Hall and to City Hall. I'm going to open my door to everyone because I want to communicate with you. I want to know your pain so you can understand my pain, so we can create a painless society that we can all be productive in. That's our goal. And I'm not distracted. I am focused, and I'm going to grind. No one is going to pull me off my game. No one is going to allow me to go into the gutter and fight on anything. My energy is reserved for the people of the city to move us forward. That is what my energy is. It's the only way I'm going. You don't get to 61 and reinvent yourself. The 61 years that I have lived are going to be the life I'm going to live as the mayor of the city of New York. We're going to turn this city around. We're going to educate our children. We're going to create a safe environment. We're going to make sure Rikers doesn't continue to be a blemish on our society. We're going to end this inequalities in our city, and we're going to build a party that this entire country could be proud of. I'm proud to be a Democrat. I'm proud to be in this borough where we have an amazing leader. Amen. First woman to lead this party here in the borough of Brooklyn. And she's doing an amazing job. Amazing job. And when people wanted to attack her, I stood with her. Just as others should be standing with her. Throwing a rock is not a plan. We need a plan to bring us around. Let's build a strong financial Democratic Party so we can run the right candidates. We can protect those seats that the Republicans are attempting to encroach on. We have to do this together.
That's right.
We need to be partners in the revitalization of our party. What you have done in Brooklyn. You have a public advocate from Brooklyn. You have an AG from Brooklyn. You have a controller from Brooklyn. You have the mayor from Brooklyn. What are people talking about? You have a record like that, and people are talking about success. You did your thing the way it was supposed to be done. And you're going to unite the party. It's gonna take time, sisters. Everyone that knows, right, Andrew, herding Democrat is like herding cats.